Psalm 112 verse 4 The upright and pious man who fears the Lord. Psalm 112:4, Unto the upright, there arises light in the darkness, he is gracious and full of compassion, and righteous. What we have here is a new form of blessing by distinguishing the upright and pious man who fears the Lord, from other people. The desires of an upright person are defined for us in Psalm 43:1-3 Vindicate me, God, and defend my cause against an ungodly nation, rescue me from the deceitful and unjust man. For you are the God of my refuge. Why have you rejected me? Why must I go about in sorrow because of the enemy's oppression? Send your light and your truth, let them lead me. Let them bring me to your holy mountain, to your dwelling place. The word light pictures life, or relief that arises even when the righteous person is amid the valley of the shadow of death. Darkness figuratively denotes death until the light of God's mercy shines upon them and guides them along the right path. We read in Psalm 27:1 The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom should I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom should I be afraid? And in Psalm 97:11 light reflects the uplifting sense of the Spirit's presence. Light dawns for the righteous, gladness for the upright in heart. The upright have their seasons of darkness. Sickness, poverty, debt, family trials, and testing. The distinction does not lay in the lie that days of trouble will not come upon the redeemed as well as upon the impious, for they may become as sick as any others, they may be grieved as others are, they may lose their possession as the unsaved, because there are general laws that affect all mankind in who are born into this dark domain. God has not promised that he will interpose to save his people from these things that occur under Satan's dominion, but out of his compassion, he will intercede to save us out of it. We should particularly notice that the light is said to arise in the darkness. This held true for our Christ in Gethsemane. We read in Luke 22:42-43, Father, if you are willing, take this cup away from me, nevertheless, not my will, but yours, be done. Then an angel from heaven appeared to him, strengthening him. Similarly, this was true with the Apostle Paul when he was troubled by the thorn in his flesh. We read in 2 Corinthians 12:8-10, concerning this, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times to take it away from me. But he said to me, My grace is sufficient for you, for power is perfected in weakness. Therefore, I will most gladly boast even more about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may reside in me. So I take pleasure in weaknesses, insults, catastrophes, persecutions, and in pressures, because of Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Although each of God's redeemed is born as a subject to the dark domain, God provides his light so that we could find the narrow gate and leave the broad road that leads to destruction. God's wisdom concerning the matter is recorded by Solomon in Proverbs 14:10-12, The heart knows its own bitterness and no outsider shares in its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will stand. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death.